How are you today? My name is Donna Lavette, and I am so glad that you're visiting me today. This is day 18 of the 31-day challenge, and I am so excited to see you here again today. Now, what I want to do is I want to answer a question that someone asked me. And the question was, how do you stay vision focused when you have a whole lot of personal challenges going on, when you're being hit on all sides? How do you do that? Very good question. And I don't know how to answer that question outside of dealing with faith. So I need to do it. If I had to just focus on my own resources and my own ability alone, I would buckle under the pressure of it. If I had to focus on the problem and try to resolve it, on my own, I could buckle under the pressure just like others do and be just full of worry and fear. But and if you're not careful, you'll find that the family issues, financial issues, personal issues, all of those things can serve as a distraction, and you will find yourself not able to accomplish anything significant, the things that you really desire to do, you're inspired to do it, you really want to do. Problems and issues can block you from accomplishing that. One of the main reasons why people don't succeed, research says, is broken focus. Isn't that interesting? That you get lost, you get absorbed, you get entangled with the affairs of life, and because of that, you get stuck. And what's interesting is that your success, if you press it, if you pushed past the issues, your success sometimes will be the answer to some of the problems you're having. If you're having financial issues, then being successful could be an answer to your financial issues. Can you see that? So I believe what the Bible says when it says that God has given us all things that pertain to life. I also believe that when Christ was on the cross and he said, "It is finished," that what that means for me, what it means for you, is that anything that we would need in life has been made available for us so that we can live an abundant life, abundant happiness, abundant joy, abundant peace, abundant success and prosperity. That is part of what we have access to as Christians. So and when I do find myself dealing with challenges, what I do is that, number one, because we have a God who's full of wisdom, I pray. And for me, prayer is two-way conversations. So when I pray and I get wisdom from him on how to handle a situation, if I do what he says, then I'm okay with it. After I've done everything I know to do in that situation, then I can be at peace and I can do something that I call turning my face forward. In other words, being forward focused. That is part of what helps me to deal with issues, is that I work at staying not focused on the issue, but focused on the future. Faced forward is what I call it. It is a complete waste of time to be waste of time, waste of emotions, waste of energy, to focus your energy on mistakes in the past, for example. I don't even focus on the mistakes I made yesterday. I put that behind me and I face forward. It's a waste of time and energy and emotions to be focused on things that you cannot change and things that you don't have any control over. Now, when I do have an issue, I will look at it. And again, if there's anything that I can do, then rather than worry about it, I do it. And then when I've done everything I can do, there's nothing else more I could do, should do, feel led to do, then at that point, I rest and I face forward. Now, if you're dealing with grown people, your kids and they're adults, and they're making decisions that if you go down this road, I know how this is going to end up and it's not going to be good. And then you do everything you know to do to advise and to help, and they've decided and made a decision that they're going to do that thing anyway, then I then make a decision that I'm not going to worry about it, because worrying about it is not going to change anything. I then just pray that whatever the consequences are of that decision, that they learn from it, and it'll be something that they can recover from. Can you see what I mean by that? Then because again, worrying about what if this and what if that, all it does is drain you. I just put it aside once I've done everything I know to do. Now, for those of you who know me, you know that accomplishing my purpose, my destiny, my assignment on earth is the most important thing to me. It is. And so by facing forward and facing on future, then it helps me to make sure that every day that I am doing something significant, that every day I am doing something that will impact the lives of other people, that every day I'm a step closer to accomplishing my goals. So if I stay focused and worried, then I'm not going to do that. And I want to know when I go to sleep at night that I have made this day count. So this is your homework assignment, because you will have a choice when you're dealing with issues to be worried and fearful and just spend your whole day doing nothing productive because of your concern. So you can either do everything you know to do on that issue, and then once you've done it all, then you take whatever you've got to work on tomorrow, you let tomorrow take care of itself, and you work at making today count by facing forward. So your homework assignment, I hope, is that when you find yourself struggling and dealing with challenges, that you will face forward and be future focused. Will you do that for me? I hope you are blessed by this, and I look so forward to talking to you tomorrow. Until then, be blessed.